Okay, everyone, welcome back. I'm making this video. I'm very busy right now. I gotta leave in like a freaking half an hour, but I want to put this video out quickly because this what happened a couple of nights ago between the Lightning and Islanders was a very important piece of information that I need to get out there. This was the first game on this channel that I've actually gotten wrong. And the reason I got it wrong was because these numbers here, they said the New York Islanders are 24 and 21 all time in game 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. That is actually not true. The NHL media site, they're doing that cheese that ESPN's doing with the MLB, where they're not reporting actual facts. This number is in relation to their Game 2 record since the conference format was introduced during the 1981-82 season. Their actual record, you can go back and do it by hand if you want. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's something like 26 and 26 or 27 and 26 after this game. So this was not valid. I thought the Islanders might get that 25th win because Tampa's 25. And notice how Tampa became 17 and 10. Now that's the same thing for tonight's game 3. Tampa is 16 and 10, while the Islanders are 24 and 21. What I want to show you is so interesting about Tampa possibly sweeping this series. I'm going to get to in a minute. So, as for yesterday, I hope everybody cashed in on this one. Dallas was paying almost 2-1. So easy to see. Vegas 12 and 6, Dallas 11 and 8. Like I talked about, Dallas Stars 126, Dallas Texas 118. Vegas fell to 12 and 6, Dallas improved to 11 and 8. Perfectly scripted. Also on the 9th, hopefully you cashed in on this one. The Rangers were paying even odds at the time. Notice how the Angels became 17 and 27. Where have we heard about that, right? 103rd NHL season, 27th prime number. Dallas Stars 27. It's their 27th season since relocating from Minnesota. The last time the Stars and Lightning played was on the 27th day of the year. When Dallas makes a Stanley Cup final this year, they'll get their 103rd all-time playoff win as the Dallas Stars. So the Rangers stayed on 27 losses, got their 15th win. Remember, Tampa is 15. Tampa Bay Lightning play in Tampa. So the Angels getting to 17 and 27 makes a lot of sense. Like how after this game, the Lightning got their 17th win in their 27th all-time game 2. Just like tonight in game 3, they're going to get their 17th win in their 27th all-time game 3, like they did in game 2. Again, these records are the exact same. I think we're going to see the exact same result. And notice how, again, 17th win in 27 games, like how the Angels got their 17th win staying on 27 losses, like how the Rangers got their 15th win and their 27th loss. Notice how this game ended 3-7. And what have I said a million times? A million times I talked about how Stanley Cup 37. We talked about Super Bowl 37, how that's perfectly synced with the Stanley Cup Finals this year. That's why I expect it to end in Game 7, right? Or Game 5, because when it ends Game 5, that's going to be September 30th, 131 days before the Super Bowl, hosted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on 2/7. Like how when the Buccaneers won Super Bowl 37, it was in their 27th season. Like how the Tampa Bay Lightning are in their 27th season of play, their 28th season. And remember, Dallas Stars is 27, Dallas, Texas is 28. How perfect. So what I found interesting, and you can validate this yourself, is that when the Lightning won their prior 2 conference finals, they've been to 2 Stanley Cups, 2004 and 2015. Those years, they won 4-3 in the conference finals, and they won 4-3 again in 2015. I know they beat the Flyers in 2004. Can't remember who the 2015 conference final was against. Might have been against the Capitals, maybe the Bruins. I'm not sure, but those conference finals, that means their record in conference finals they've won is 8-6. If the Lightning sweep this series, their record entering the Stanley Cup Finals is going to be 12-6. And I'm really wondering if that's not going to happen. And something that I didn't catch from before, I'm going to bring up Derek's calculator real fast. I want you to see how, when you run the alphabetic order, how Vegas Golden Knights is 199, right? September 19th, the date written 19/9, is the day leaving 103 days left in the year. You talk about a perfect team for Dallas to get their 103rd all-time playoff win against in the 103rd season of the NHL to advance to the Stanley Cup Finals. How perfect is that? And I'm wondering, again, it is possible because that series ends on 17/9, Game 6 between the Islanders and Lightning, that is. That it's possible we could see that happen. But if the Stanley Cup Finals this year, or the conference finals, I mean, if the Lightning advanced to the Stanley Cup Final this year by sweeping the conference finals, they won 4 straight against the Bruins in the semifinal round. That means they'd be 8-0. And what makes me what the hell? But what makes me wonder about that is that Tampa Bay Lightning is 179, right? And 80. I talked about this before. So is Jeffrey Sean King, right? He's 179 and 80, and the NHL is using that "We Skate for Equality," which is another 80, and so you got 80, 80, and 80, like how the Lightning can win 8 straight to be 8-0 entering the Stanley Cup Finals, right? And we talked about how on 17/9, the big ritual came out with Hurricane Cristobal and the Lightning advancing or it was 6/2, Tropical Storms 62. We got the Stanley Cup Finals is 62. We got the story about Tropical Storm Cristobal, Tropical Storms 179, like Tampa Bay Lightning, like Jeffrey Sean King, who has the 17/9 birthday, which is the 41st prime number. Tampa can win the finals, I expect, 4-1. King is also 41. So what I want you to see on top of this is the fact that in reverse ordinal, when you run the alphabetic order backwards, I want you to see how it's 253 in "We Skate for Equality" and Jeffrey Sean King. If we look at the NFL game last night between the Texans and Chiefs, and I talked about how if the Dallas Stars close out this series in game 5, 4-1, it's going to keep Vegas on 28 all-time playoff wins, but it'll also be on September 14th, which is Deshaun Watson's birthday. And he's going to be 25 years old, like how Tampa Bay's 25. I want you to see how he threw for exactly 253 yards last night. And I'm still I haven't watched Zach's video on this yet. I know he made a video about this game. I want to definitely check that out. I know it's a tribute, obviously, to Super Bowl 54. It's some of the 54 points. But what I'm really thinking is we could very well see one of these two teams in the Super Bowl. I talked about how it's very possible it could be the Texans and the Niners in my prior videos. If you go back and watch those, I talk about the death of Dale Howard-Chuck, Super Bowl 37, and this year's Stanley Cup Final, which is perfectly synced up with Super Bowl 55, hosted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I wanted to put that piece of information out there for you guys. If Tampa sweeps this series, then you're going to know why. So again, hopefully you guys did a good job. Hopefully you made a ton of money on this game, as well as the Dallas Stars winning 3-2 in overtime, 31 seconds in. Dallas 11-8, Vegas 12-6. You couldn't have scripted it any better. All right, guys, I got to get going. You take it easy and have a good one.